Welcome to this video on how to use Articulate Rise 360, Rise 360, however you want to call it. We're going to be covering it in this video. We're going to be covering navigation, how to create a course, the difference in different types of templates available and the content within those templates, how to make changes, how to add in videos, how to add in images, how to add in new sections, how to preview it, how to publish a course, and some other bits as well. I won't be going into too much detail though. I'll be covering different topics in different videos, but this video will show you how to essentially launch Rise, create a course and publish it. So anyway, on with the video. In this video, I'm going to show you this dashboard, how to navigate around it, and essentially how to create a new course. We're not going to go into the detail of actually going through the whole course itself, but the differences between a blank course, a template, and also the templates that contain content. Let's make a start. So we're in Rise 360, as you can see at the top here. These are some courses I've created. It gives me the dates and so forth. And within the course, you might have lessons. So there's different sections in there. That's probably the best description for it. 16, 9, and 8. You can also see who the author is, which is myself, Alan Dixon. And that's because with Rise 360, you can share this amongst other people within your team if you've all got licenses, and different people can contribute to it or be the creator of it. At the top right here, we've got the search your content. So if you've got lots of things listed down here that you can search them just by putting a keyword in there. Also, whether you want it in recent or tile, and type of content, all content, courses, or micro learning. Left hand side, we're in the content section, which is this bit here. You've also got question banks. So if you've got questions that you use frequently in the training, you can create question banks in here and then you can refer back to them. So rather than having to create them time and time again, you can just add them in here, and then when you create your course, you can pull upon them and introduce them into your course. We'll talk about question banks in a different video. Go back to content. You've also got these bits here of the different views as well. You can create folders. So I'll create a new folder, for instance. I'll call it Create Action. That's the name of my company. I've got my folder in here. And what I can do, click on these three little dots. I can then move to a particular folder and move it. So it's now going to be sitting in that folder. I'll go back to all content, but having these folders, if you've got multiple clients, you've got multiple projects, it makes life a lot easier. You've also got deleted content as well. Let's create a new course though. I'll show you how to start that process. So click on Create New. You've got the option of a course or micro learning. Now micro learning, this is new to Articulate Rise. I'm going to cover this whole thing in a different video as well. So we won't talk any more about it, but if you wanted to create some, this is how you do it. What we're going to do though, we're going to cover how to create a course. So I'll click on Course. And you can see all of the templates. First off though, I'll just tell you that up at the top right here, you've got blank course. So you don't need to use any of these templates. You can simply click on blank course and you'll have, you guessed it, a blank course to create from. But you might be interested in using a template. The reason being is that a template will give you lots of content and lots of layouts and images already, which, you know, it's quite nice to, at times, rather than start from a blank slate, it can be nice to start from a template. You've got different types of templates though. You've got a course template, which is going to be essentially blank inside. So it'll give you some headings, it'll give you some images and so forth. In fact, if I preview it, let's have a look. So you've got titles, new manager training, which you'll be able to edit, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. You've got templates here with instructions, so you'd need to change all of this information. Some of the bits you might want to leave in as well, but essentially it makes a start for you. It gives you ideas as the topics that you might want to include. So your role as a manager and the necessary managerial skills. Down here, sharing your management style and setting your team goals. So it's a nice starting point if someone's created or if someone's asked you to create a course on management. But if I close that one down, you've got this one here. So this one here is real content. And you've got lots of courses with real content in there. Now real content, as you might have guessed it, actually has the content. So I'll click on Preview. So this is dealing with stress and pressure and burnout. And here it actually has the proper content. So ever feel stressed at work? How do you react to high pressure situations? Is burnout a threat to your well-being and productivity? And so forth. So it's an actual course which you can edit and make your own. So it is a very good way of creating some content. So you've got all of these. So you know the difference because you've got course template, which is essentially going to be blank, but with the ability to add in things, and it gives you some headings and images. And you've got real content, which gives you essentially a course, which you can edit. And if you want any of these, you simply click on select this course. On the left hand side though, we've got different topics. So we've got topics in human resources, IT, leadership, and so forth. So you can work your way through it. And again, top right, you've got a different search courses option. So you can type in, I'll be very boring. I'll start typing in management, and you've got different things relating to the key word of management. So sexual harassment training for employees. That might be about how to manage situations and so forth. Change management models, managing a successful contact center. So lots of different topics on here. So definitely do explore what options are available. What we'll do though, I'll just go back to all courses and I'm going to click on course template, and in fact I'm going to choose this option here, which is select this course. So rather than previewing it, which is what we did, we're actually going to select it. So here it is, new manager training. That's me, I'm the person creating it, and it says here replace these instructions with your own course content. So what you can do is say hello. Simply click in or click on or highlight or whatever you want. I'll just click there. There you go. Just start typing. Make changes as you need to. Welcome to this training course. If you highlight text, you can then make changes to it as well. So you can make things bold or unbold it, italics, underline. You can also change the colors as well, exactly as I wanted. So you do with it as you wish, and all I'm doing is simply just highlighting, and then the options come up. I can increase the size. There we are, font size. I can increase the size and so forth. This is one of the advantages of Rise, or mainly the advantage of Rise. It's very quick and easy to start building a training course. It's far quicker to use Rise to build a training course than it is to use Articulate Storyline 360 or Storyline 3. So major advantage. Disadvantage is that the courses often look quite similar or very similar to one another, but that's probably a bigger disadvantage for someone like me who creates hundreds of courses. I'll get a little bit bored of the fact they all look a bit the same, whereas with Storyline 3 or 360 I've got a bit more variation I can do in it. However, the user, the actual person who's taking this course, they might only take 1 or 2 or 3 courses a year, so they're not going to be as bored as I get with these type of things. Anyway, that's how you make the changes to just text that's already in there. So make sure though you do go through all of this. Don't leave in any text. Click start and so forth. Anyway, if you scroll down, you can see your role as a manager. Now you can see as I move my mouse over this, my mouse is a normal pointer there, but if I move it down it turns into a hand. That's because if I click on it and drag it, I can move it to wherever I want. So there you go. I'm not having an introduction any longer. I'm going to have it down here in establishing your identity as a manager. Nope, I've changed my mind. I'm going to move it up there. There you go. I can move it above it. Make it really confusing. So anyway, you can move these things around very easily by just clicking on it and dragging it. Hovering over this heading as well. So you got a heading. If I hover over it, you can see there's the bin icon on there, which is for removing. So if I press delete, it'll delete that. Shall we do it? Yeah, let's do it down here though. There you go. I'm going to delete this one here. Delete. Keeps the bits within it. They just move up a section. It just removes that separate heading. Okay, so it's like removing that section. Just these elements of the section are still going to be, there. So they actually just move up. And again, if I wanted to, I can move them down. Introduction. I've clicked on it. I want to change the title. I want to change the title to intro. There you go. I'm very boring. Or I can type in welcome. So again, that was just from clicking on the title and making my changes. Hello. By the way, Control Z and Control Y work, so you can undo things that way. That's how easy it is to do that. If you wish to edit the content in these, which you will need to, then hover over the one that you want and click on Edit Content. Opens up a new screen. You can now see the content that's in here. So what is management? It's now got the lorem ipsum. I think that's what they call it. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, it's got all this type of text. It's just the text that they put in to put filler in there, so so you can see that things need to be typed in. Hello, welcome to this course. Management is da 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 da, and so forth. Again, you can see how easy it is to make changes. Maybe you don't want to call it what is management, you just call it management. Very, very simple. See this plus icon? I'm going to click on the plus icon, and I've got the options to add in any of these blocks. Okay, so these are known as blocks. So these bits here are all blocks. So I want to add in a block of text. And you can say, what do you want? Do you want a paragraph, paragraph heading, paragraph with subheading, or just a heading? I'll add in just a heading. So I'll say, look at this quote, because there's a quote below. There you go, I think it's quite nice. Let's add in a different block. So I'll do one down here. Click on the plus. I want to add in some text, and I'll go for paragraph. Maybe something like, do you agree with the above? 90% of students do. Again, very quick and easy to build these things. You've got different sections on here. So you've got these bits here where you can click on, you can change the heading, and it's opened up anyway. But if you click on that plus sign, it then opens up or expands it, so you've got text in there. So make sure you change the text as well. So you change the heading to quite specific, and then type in whatever you want to do. Same with all of these. This is known as an accordion, by the way, because you click on them and they go in and out like the musical instrument, an accordion. But you can click on that. You can change it into tabs if you wanted to, because essentially it's working the same way. Or to change it back to accordion, click on this option here and go to accordion. Click on edit. Scroll down to the bottom, I can add in an extra element of the accordion. So there's currently 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Add an item. Click away from it, and there we have it. That's how easy it is to add in different bits. So again, that was using the edit button. You've also got edit with any of these. So I've been clicking on these and just typing away. But you can click on edit, and you can put your text in there as well. With some of these, you've got the option, you've got content, and then you've got settings. And this allows for padding. So this is the gap between elements. So if I was to increase the padding to 60, you can see that things move down. Move it down to 100, you can see the gap, the padding. So kind of like the footer if you're using Microsoft Word, or the gap between paragraphs, the line spacing. You know, it varies depending on these options here. So if we go to content again I can change titles. And then all you do is always just click away. Because it's online, it's always saving. You don't need to do Control S or anything like that. It's just saving, 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 saving. Something else you can do, so on the right hand side here with any of these, you can use this copy function. In fact, I'll talk about all of these. So you can move these up and down. So click on the arrow to move it up a section. So what does the manager do? Currently it's below the picture. Hover over it, click on the arrow, moves it up. Once again, moves it down. You can copy it as well. So again, hover over the one that you want, click copy. It's made a separate one. Reason being is that you might have already created the paragraph and you want to just do another slight variance on it. And if so, it's easier just to copy it, particularly on something like this, on this accordion that you've done. If you're going to do a slight variance on it and have a duplicate, so copy. And you can delete. Simply click on this button here, delete. There you go. You've got a very short period of time there to undo it. So I'm hovering over this. You can see the timer's going down on that. If you wish to undo it, go click on undo now. Otherwise, it'll be gone forever. There we go. Let's add in another element. So I'll just click on plus here. I'm going to add in an image. So choose how you want the image laid out. So these are not the images you'll be using, but you can just choose how you want it laid out. Do you want it to be an image in the background with text on top? Bear in mind though, when you do that, make sure the reader can actually, or the learner can actually read it. Image to the left, text to the right, big image, or an image kind of in a postcard kind of style, you know, centered. Let's go with this image and text. There you go. So brought this image in, and then what we're going to do, we're going to change this image. The way to do it, click on edit for this section here. So click on edit. Then once again, click on edit. And you can either replace image by uploading an image from your computer or replace from content library. You can also crop an image, and you can edit the alt tag text on there as well. So I'm replacing image by adding in an image of myself. There you go, that's me. Give it a moment to upload. There you go, picture of me in a strange anime style. Us playing around with the website, learning how to do this type of thing. So in the sense of making anime versions of me. Anyway, picture of me there, and then you edit the text, because we chose the option to have a text. Alan here. Sunglasses, there you go. Simple as that. There you go, some Oakley. If anyone's interested, I think they're Oakley jawbreakers. They might be fake ones. So scrolling down, again, we've got more options down here and different types of things to be using. So let's edit this one because it looks quite interesting. So it's a sorting activity, as you can see at the top there. You've got the different bits to adjust. Let's close that one down. And what we have is a card. So it's going to be a drag and drop activity. You need to drag them into the correct location. Oh no, it's the wrong location. Yeah, so it's a nice little activity. So what we can do though, these are the answers, and these are the answers for these ones. So let's go for let's change this entirely. Let's go for food, drink. Okay, so you change all of these. So these are the correct answers. And you can add in extra items as well. Or, if you wanted, a whole new category. We'll come back to that. Let's click on close. So now you've got these bits. Yeah. So these are the cards, and you give them some instructions maybe above it, and say, you know, for the below activity, please drag and drop each of the cards to the appropriate category. So we've got Pepsi, that's a drink. Beer, that's a drink. Sausage, that's food. Cake, that's food. Chocolate, that's food. Chips, that's food. Water, oh, is water food or drink? Oh, I think it's food. Oh, that's wrong, so it sends it back. So you can then drag it into the correct category. Wine, oh no, got it wrong again. There we go. Tells me my answer, got 7 out of 9 cards correct, and I can replay this as well if I wish to do so. So there we go. Let's edit that though. It's going to edit once again. We can add in a new category. So choosing item, I'll say neither, and I'll say house, car, telephone. By the way, I'm thinking this, I'm making this up as I'm going along, okay, so don't judge me too much. So we've got the option here, it's telephone, is it food, drink, or neither food or drink, or telephone is not food or drink, so it's going to go in neither category. So there we go. You can see how easy it is though to create these things. So nice activity, nice interaction as well for the users. Do bear it in mind though, some people do struggle with this type of activity, with this drag and drop element. They might not be able to, it doesn't really work so well at times with screen readers, or depending which device they're using. You know, I'm using a mouse, it's very nice, but with some different devices, people do struggle with it. So bear that in mind. Got settings at the top left here. On this setting, I can actually change the color of the background. So, oh, beautiful. So you can make changes to the color of the background. You can like that by going into the settings. There we have it. Once again though, you can move this up and down, left and right. Let's adding a new section. So we've got a section down here. Gonna click on plus. So we've got gallery, multimedia. So a gallery is a series of images, so more than just one. Acts in the same way as an image. I won't go over that again. Multimedia. So you add in a video, or you can embed something, or attach, or add in some code. So I'm going to embed something. So this is coming from Vimeo. Let me find a video. So go and find the video that you want to embed. I've got this video here. So I'll then go to down the bottom here in YouTube. I'll go to share and copy. You probably just put the web address in, but anyway, I'll certainly go to share and copy. Gives me the correct link. Go back to my Rise course. I'll click on the course. I'll go to edit, top left here. Where it's got the media, click on change and then paste the URL. Press return. Give it a moment. Just to let you know, it can take quite a while. I've been waiting for this to process for maybe a minute or two now. Let's take a look at multimedia. So I've got options here. I've got audio, just audio by itself. Video, embedded, file attachments or code snippet if you've got some coding to put in there. So let's have a look at video. There we have it. There is a video. I can edit this. I can link it to somewhere else. So actually I can upload a different video. Let's I'll find a video. I'm going to replace video. So edit, replace video. Camera roll. There you go. A million different videos of me here. Let's open up a video there. Let's upload a video. You can see the progress here on the left hand side. It's now just processing the video. As you can see, it's quite quick. So there we have it. That's my video embedded. Press play. You can see it working. If there's any audio in it, the audio will play as well. You can add a caption to the video if you want. Take a look at this amazing advice, whatever it wants to be, and just click away from it. That's how easy it is to insert a video. Click on this plus icon now. What else is there? So again, going back to the multimedia, talked about some of these ones. Now if you want to embed, so click here. So inserting a video is a bit different to embedding a video. So this video here is coming from Vimeo, which is a website very similar to YouTube. The video that I just inserted up here is one actually from my computer. Yeah, so it's one that I actually recorded myself. And this one here is from a website. So if you want to embed a video, what you need to do is go on. Let's have a look here. Let's go on my channel. I'll use that video as a good example. So this is YouTube. This is me. This is my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Go to share on the video. Click on share, and you've got embedded. So click on that embedded option. And copy that, go back to here, and then what you want to do, if you want to, what you want to do is edit this one. Okay, so click on edit. It's coming from there. You want to change it. I've done that. Press return, and that's embedded. So that's how you embed the video. Okay, so there's a difference between a video that I've actually uploaded here and an embedded video. If I go to edit once again, I've got settings, and I can again change the padding at the top and bottom and so forth. I can change also the width as well. So it's big. There you go. Just go for that. Oh, terrible facial expression. But there you go. You get the idea of it. So that's actually how you add in a YouTube video as a prime example. So you've seen the two different types of videos. Let's scroll down. Let's add in something else. Plus in there. Plus button here. Interactive. Click on interactive. And you've got these options here. So accordion, tabs, label, graphic, process, scenario, sorting activity. We've done one of those. Timeline, flashcard, and so forth. So if you wanted to add in another one of these, let's do labeled graphic, for example. Okay. So once again, it's already added in its image that it's got, but you don't need to keep this image. You can change it. So go to edit. You've got a couple of different items on it. Okay, so the items are actually the markers. So you've got a couple of markers on here. So these are the markers, that marker there and that marker there. So scroll down the screen a little bit and we've got edit down the bottom here. So click on edit, and I want to either upload an image or search content library, or crop image, or edit the alt tag. If I crop an image, There you go. That's just how easy it is to do it. You can also constrain it to be a square. Let's not do that. Let's just do it like that. Save it. Never close it. That is supposedly being edited. It looks very similar to how it was. Anyway, supposedly it's being edited. Let's go to edit once again. What I want to do though, I actually want to upload an image. So let's find a picture of myself. Yeah, very exciting picture of a chair. So there you go, it's just uploading it. So if you're not sure what's happening, just scroll down to the bottom. There you go, it's uploading it. And this is a chair that I bought, which was actually faulty. So these are the two bits that are going to be clickable. What you can do, you can move them around as well. So you got that bit there, yeah, and that bit there. That was the missing part of the chair. Let's move it up to there. There we go. And these are the two markers. So item 1, which is that one there. And I know that just because if I go back to that, so they're both active, as in they're both kind of white. Click on item 1, it goes black, so I know it's that one there. So item 1, you can just give it a better name. So missing part. You can change the text. This part is missing. Change the marker style. So any of these, you can add into media and also record audio as well. Go back to markers. I can make the change to the second one, to item 2. There you go, you get the idea. Once again, you can change the marker style, media, record audio. Click on that, just go to close. You can see the changes have been made. And what happens? You click on it, user clicks on it, and the information comes up. If there's any audio, the audio would play as well, or if there's any media, then the media would play. So that's how you use that element of it. What we'll do, we'll preview this. So let's pretend that you've finished your course. You've created the greatest Rise e-learning course ever. You're happy with it, you've previewed it, you've been through it all, you've checked it, it is perfect. What do you want to do now? Well, you probably want to publish it. So let me show you how to publish it. Click on top right, publish. And then choose how do you want to publish it. You've got Reach 360, which we'll cover in a different video. You've got the LMS. So that's going to be, if you're creating a SCORM package, which is going to be loaded up to your learning management system, your LMS. You've got web, so we launch it on the web for people to be able to review it. Or you've got a PDF. Now the PDF, I'll let you decide if you want to do that. I never publish them as PDFs, but it's useful if you want to use it more as a handout or something you want to print out so you can review it. But the options really are LMS or web. And the odds are it's going to be LMS that you're using. So click on LMS. Now you need to choose the appropriate options. I don't know for the LMS what is the best one for you. Whether it's SCORM 1.2, 2004, AICC, XAPI or CMI5. But I'll hazard a guess it is SCORM 1.2. That's the default. Also, that's the one I've used for practically every course I've built. There's been very little variance from that. So if anyone were to ask me what version of SCORM do I need or what do I need for the tracking on this, just pick SCORM 1.2. If you don't know, speak to your Learning Development Administrator for your learning management system, but take a guess at 1.2 SCORM. Tracking. Choose whether you want to have tracking in there. So track using course completion at 100% or track using quiz results. So you need to have a quiz in there to be able to track that. We'll leave it at this one here. Reporting, pass and incomplete or complete and incomplete. Pick the appropriate one. So again, it's going to come down to your own personal preference and what you've got set up in your system. You've got also further options available and it all depends on what you've included in the course. You've also got more settings. But what we're going to do now is quite simply publish the course. So Storyline tells us that it's publishing the course and we'll email you when it's ready. What actually happens is it publishes it and downloads it. So you can see down the bottom here in my browser, so I'm using Chrome at the moment, it downloads it. Obviously this will be in the appropriate place if you're using Edge or Mozilla or something else. And there we can see my training is downloaded. It's a zip file and you need the zip file as a SCORM. So if I just open that up, that'll be my normal downloads location. So you can see here is my file. Then that's the file that I'll be sending off to the learning administrator or whoever it is, or if I do it myself, I'll be uploading that file to the learning management system, and that's a SCORM file. So in my inbox, you can see, as it said, it was going to email me, and it has emailed me. It says, Articulate 360, your Rise 360 content is ready for download. You can click on that button there to download the content. And what it will do is just download that zip file once again. Well, there you have it. You now know how to navigate in Rise, how to create a course from a template, how to create a course from different types of templates. If you want to create a course from a blank, it's essentially the same process. You just add in the different sections, and you know how to do all of that now. You know how to add in different titles, text, how to edit text, how to make text bold and so forth, videos, graphics. You know lots of things now, and importantly, you know how to actually publish the course at the end of it. So hope you found this video useful. I'll be creating lots more videos on Rise, so please subscribe to my channel because I'll be creating new things, and also Rise has recently had some new updates as well, so I'll be making sure to cover those in the videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy using Rise to create your content.